Amidst recent extreme weather conditions, increasingly common under our changing climate, the Adaptation Network hosted its biennial colloquium in Cape Town. The colloquium offers those working on climate adaptation in South Africa an opportunity to showcase their work, exchange ideas, take part in learning activities, and interact with representatives from policy, practice, research, and business.
I'm building a serious house.
A unique aspect of this year's colloquium came from Mycelium Media Collab, one of the co-hosts of the event who supported attendees in communicating their adaptation efforts in creative and accessible ways.
Yeah, and then I had fun on my table because we didn't know what we were doing from the get-go, but then it looks like we are having it all together. And I like that different ideas mean different things to different people.
Their masterclasses on performance as a research method, using mobile phones to create video content, communication through visual art and poetry, and creative digital presentations were well received among attendees.
So therapeutic. It's like we came for therapy or something like that, because I didn't think when I came here that I'll come across this. So actually it's amazing.
It's a version of serious games. You're learning as you're having fun.
Participants engaged in a series of presentations and discussions, highlighting innovative solutions and collaborative efforts in climate adaptation.
We know there's not one solution, there's not an answer in how this connection, the cycles between sharing what's emerging on the ground, understanding what policy support is needed, seeing what's emerging from policy and seeing how we can then use that.
I think these kinds of colloquiums are important because they bring together different stakeholders from different places. Oftentimes in the work that we do, we often find there are no bridges towards, accessing decision makers, policy makers, people that are involved in private institutions which are involved in the work that we're doing.
I think for me, one of the reasons these kinds of events are so important is that it not only helps us to look at what we've been doing, but to think about where we want to go. So for me, when I hear all these different inputs, I think, oh, that's interesting, this is emerging, or why are we not focusing more on sharing these lessons in a different way? So I think coming together in this way is really critical for that.
The colloquium gave expression to the value of the Adaptation Network that draws membership from a range of contexts, including civil society, academia, the public and private sectors. This unique membership creates a network that can enhance informed adaptation, enable opportunities for increased resilience, and collectively tackle vulnerability across Southern Africa. The colloquium closed off with an evening exhibition of adaptation-related communication art, produced throughout the colloquium by Graphic Harvest and during the masterclasses. This showcase of creative expression provided a valuable networking, discussion and reflection opportunity for attendees from across the country, including those from rural areas, community-based organizations, and larger NPOs, university and research institutions, national and provincial government officials, and the private sector.
This actually gives you a very good summary of what happened and a very visual representation, so I really love it. Yeah, great.